Hello everyone and welcome. I'm going to be working with a new set tonight, and it is, okay, we're just trying to find the stream. There we go. Cool, it came up. Woohoo! Why does it say that? Okay, say hello when you're popping on. Now, why is it saying that? It's not supposed to say that. Oh, I give up with this thing. So, this card. Don't you just love this thing? Let me see if I go back in. I thought we finally had it figured out, and I thought we were good. But it's saying something else. We're not kicking grass. Oh well. Is what it is. Let's see if we can get a live chat going here. How are you, Tiff? Let me adjust the camera because it went crooked on me. There we go. Where does it? It goes better this way. Why does everything have to be so difficult all the time? Now it's the other direction. Honestly, I know what the heck I'm doing. It's just these dang machines. I'm trying to get... There. That's what we wanted. Now don't move. Alright. I know. It's just insane. Saying past due on here. Doing our dangest here. Okay, tell me I'm still alive, because it's telling me something different. Oh well. I'm just going to go ahead. Alright. Y'all know I've shared this before. This is our little farmhouse shelf sitting kit. Did it move again? No, did not. But is it buffering on your end? I know. Oh well. So there's a set of 4 with this one. This is our summer set. It actually has a Mother's Day, a Father's Day, a summertime, and 4th of July. Now, when ordering this on Goimagine, you get the choice of the Happy Father's Day with the toolkit, or Happy Father's Day with the grill kit. Okay? Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and color these, because we're almost done with the Easter, and that had the St. Patrick's Day on the other side. There is April showers. That was in the last set. These 3 came in the last set, and then you got the St. Patrick's one. So, let's go ahead and get started here. So, Mother's Day is coming up first. So, we'll do Mother's Day first. And then we have a little tag with each one for you to glue that piece on. So, I think what I'm going to do is move this to the side. So, we've got a daffodil here. So, we're going to color the daffodil. We've got some other flowers here. I already went ahead and I colored on the back, so I would know what I was doing. So we've got a daisy in here. This is really coming out fast. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? We're supposed to get cold again this week. I am sick of cold. So these are discs that you glue these onto, and then they just pop out of here and you pop in the new one. If you didn't want to get the base, these would make really cute magnets for your fridge. So that one we're going to do a peach color. I thought, wouldn't that be cute to just add these to your fridge if you didn't want the base. They make cute gifts too. Like for somebody that's in an apartment and doesn't have a lot of room to store stuff, this would be cute. I'm going to make the middle that white. And then we're going to make the middle this one. Oops, we need a smaller one. Not the big one. And I thought I'd make the cup that this is going to sit in. Yes, they're already in Goimagine. So let me see where this is going to end up. So I know. I thought this was a real pretty color green. And you don't have to color the whole thing, and you don't have to color the back. Now the price is different on this set because of the fact that you have 4 in this set. The other one had 3. So, get a little closer there. And then we're just going to glue this on here. I love this set. I am so looking forward to warmer weather. But you got Mother's Day coming up soon. So I figure we better get this set out there. And then it has Father's Day in it and 4th of July. Now I'm just going to dip this down in here, but then I'm going to wipe it off on the side here, because I know I have a little too much there. There we go. And then I'm going to center that on there. And I finally bought the big bottle of this. And I thought I'll save the smaller bottles and divide it up. And I can't even get the lid off that one. Doesn't that look pretty? And then I thought I'd do this one also peach. This is a really easy set to do. You don't have to worry about getting some on the middle here, because you're going to cover that up with the button. And you know what? Would it be easier if I moved you all in so you could see better? There we go. How's that? I love this peach color. They call it pink, but it looks peach to me. So, I'm trying to think what color I'd like to do the middle of that. I don't have a lavender, but I really don't want to do it this color. I think we're going to do it the yellow. Now this is the one that goes on your little tag that you can hang from there if you'd like. Boy, it really is showing a delay tonight, isn't it? I figured you would. I knew you like this set. This little one, I mean. Thank you for the order. It has been really busy here. We had a big flag order that I had to do this weekend. I have a wedding t-shirt order I had to do this weekend. Yeah, busy, busy, busy. I always like to use this, but then I also have these. So if I get glue on this side, I can just kind of get it out of there before it dries. So let's go ahead and put a little glue on this. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and mount that on there. And I think I'm going to kind of like put it off on the side. Yeah, this is a really cute set. I mean, you could put polka dots on that. Isn't that a cute set? Okay, so that's the Mother's Day one. I'll just put it there. Then we'll do the Father's Day one. Now, because my hubby is into tools, I'm going to use the tools. And you can choose Papa, Daddy, or Father. I'm just going to use Father. So, this is supposed to be like a pocket. So I'm going to color the handle on the hammer a wood color. Then the top of the hammer, I'm going to do silver. And I'm also going to do silver on the wrench and the saw blade. Look how easy that is. Now this is like a jeans pocket. Go big or go home. I'm just gently swiping it because I'm trying not to fill in the little stitches on there. I'm just trying to get some color on it. And then I'm going to glue this to here. Now I think I'm going to do this in the silver because I think it'll look nice, just highlighted to the side there. Now, if I were going to do the grill, I would probably do the tongs in silver and that in silver, and then whatever color pocket you want to do. The grill, I'd probably do black around the edge and then silver in the middle, but that's just my preference. Now, got to glue that down first. And then glue that on top of it. Sometimes it wants to come out, and then other times it doesn't. Too much glue on there, so it's kind of wobbly. Oh, so you got the grill one? Cool. I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll mount the saw blade on here. Could even do it red too to really make it pop. Because there's those little red grills. I mean, whatever color grill yours is. And then we have the saw blade. And there we have that. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and stain this. You could go ahead and paint this white. There's a lot of choices there. Now, I will probably, when this is done drying and everything's in place, hey, Monica, I will go ahead and use the resin on certain areas of it just to make it pop, because you can see by these how they pop with that resin on there. This one I actually added the little jewels, did some highlighting with the white pen, the white marker, so that would look good. All right, so we've got the Mother's Day one, we've got Father's Day one. Let's do our little watermelon here, stripe. So this is going to be up above. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and let me see what this this red looks like. I know it doesn't always look the way I want it. See, it's got a pink hue to it. I'm trying to see if I have one that, now this is a chalk marker, but that's the same too. All right, I'm just going to stick with my red. And I'm going to draw around the seeds. Because I'm afraid if I color the seeds, the black might not look good. So could just draw around them first and then fill in, except I'm going out of the lines. Oh well, the tip on this is a little thick. What's the weather like in Texas, Monica? We had a little bit of warmth today and sunshine. It's supposed to get rainy and cold again. This is one of the coldest Aprils we've had on record. Just wish it would get warm. Okay. Then we're going to color in. That's silver. We don't want silver. Where's my black? Okay, where'd it go? Come on. Yep, sorry. Kick the dang camera. Tripod. I know I put them. Oh, they're right there, dummy. I'm using the fine point one for the seeds. It's a lot easier. And this is going down really nice. I probably could have just covered over that and then went ahead. Oh, that's nice. Is it more humid where you are, or is it dry? Because I lived in Texas a couple of places, and one it was extremely dry, and then the other one it was really humid. And when you're not used to that, takes a lot of getting used to. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to go with a darker green. Is it, Tiff, where you're at, humid? For the top line. it's a shame because I really wanted to see more of Texas when I lived there, and I didn't take the time to do so. And now I wished I would have, because I'll probably never go back. Come on now. Like, I really wanted to go see Corpus Christi, and I didn't get there. Okay. Yeah. That's yucky. I remember that feeling. Just want a little bit on here. This piece would slide. Isn't that cute? And then we'll glue that right to there. I know the weirdest part for me was being down there when it was Christmas. And it was, you could wear shorts outside. I'm used to snow. I was used to a white Christmas, so it took some getting used to, for sure. And then the sunshine. I think that watermelon is going to look so cool with the resin on it. I'm really going to like that. I do the resin on top of my stove in the kitchen now, because then I just turn the fan on and it pulls all the fumes out. Let's go ahead and do this too. So yeah, that helps when you have to do it inside. Don't ever do resin outside, because if you're in the sunlight, it will immediately start drying on you, hardening. So there's our sun. See what I mean? This is a really easy set. I have to check to make sure I listed the baseball ones. I was having such a hard time with Goimagine last week. It took forever just to get the soccer one listed. Okay, Sweet Summertime. And then we've got one more here to do. Our little 4th of July pinwheel. So I'm doing the outside red. I think I'm going to do the inside white. You won't see much of it. You'll just see through the holes on the button. But I think that would still be a nice look. So I really need to use a smaller one. I'm not coloring all the way. But then we'll do this one. Now you could, If you wanted, you could even like antique this up with some wax. You can highlight portions of it with a white fine tip. See, I'm just going to glue this right on top of there and see how the white shows through. Beautiful. Oh, I bet. That is frustrating. Are you from there originally? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Just curious. All right, this one. I'm going to do the top in blue. Again, this is your set. You color it the way you want. I'm sure Tiff already has it figured out in her head what she's doing it already. That's what's cool about watching it. You can get ideas. Okay. And I think I'm going to do the middle in white. And it's running. Don't want it to run into the blue. All right, then this one, that's going to go here. So one I'm going to do white, and then the next I'm going to do red. Give it that red, white, and blue look. So it really looks good, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Cool. I always remember how big the bugs were down there. I worked for an eye doctor, and we lived in a rental property, and I kept calling the exterminator, and the guy says, "Lady, you're not from around here. You got to get used to those bugs." And I said, "I'm sorry. I can't get used to bugs." Nope, not happening. All right. I'm going to put a little glue on here. And then we're going to put this on here. Now, maybe I should do something to this one before I put it on there. But I'm trying to think, what should I do to it? Nah, maybe I'll just leave it plain. So there we've got 4th of July. Could use some, like, wait a minute. I could use some scrapbook paper on that. Looking to see if I have anything. Got this one. Let's see what this will look like. That would kind of be cute, wouldn't it? Let's just go ahead glue this on. And then I'm gonna just kind of rub it down because we're gonna cut it, but then we're gonna use once it dries, I can use this piece of sandpaper to kind of get those edges. Okay, where are you? There you are, but you don't have any sandpaper. Now I'm going to use my curved scissors on here. Then I should be able to get into those closed corners. So all I'm doing is clipping both ways and then that way. And then we'll see if we can get in between there. Oh yeah. That was easy. Might need my little X-Acto knife though. Get closer into that corner. Kind of pull it out. There we go. Well, that looks pretty good. That is funny. How about that? That's cool. Oh, we need to poke a hole for our little there we go. And then we'll just kind of put that on there. That looks pretty patriotic, doesn't it? Okay, just going to put a little here. Trying to put a little there. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take my fine marker here. I'm going to do a little highlighting. And I'll probably have to go over that a second time. It doesn't look like it's working that good. Because probably it's not dry. And I just want to put a little bit of highlights on there. Yeah. Sometimes the white needs a second coat. put some highlights on the seats. There we go. So this just gives it a little movement in the design. Hello. Hello, Rach. Okay, we're doing the next set, the summer set that goes with the little farmhouse pedestal shelf sitter. So that's what these are for. And I think I'm going to try and color these white. These little dots on here. Yeah, that's working out okay. I'm using the fine tip one marker. And then I'm going to add some highlights to this. Do it just on the red. There we go. That looks pretty cute. I'll just go over this again. And like I said, this is going to look so sweet with the resin. Have you tried the resin, Tiff? There. Let's see. We need some movement on here. Not yet? You should try it. You just need a nail dryer and this clear resin that's fast curing. This one's a high gloss. And it says self-degassing. I don't know what that... It must mean that the smell dissipates faster? I don't know. But I've tried several, and I really like this one. I get that on Amazon. I don't know if this will show up. Nope, wait, it's not showing up on the silver. All right. Just putting a little bit on the flower. See how it looks better with that on there rather than plain? It kind of gives it a little dimension. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how close. This is really delayed. I'm trying to see if it'll show up. So I think I'm just going to put some lines around the cup. I guess it was showing it a little bit. Okay. All right, so then all we have to do is add a little roping to the tags, which I don't see my rope. So I'll have to do that off camera. But we can take our St. Patrick's one off of here because that's done. And then we can add the Mother's Day on this side. Oh, that was the bunny one. Right. But we'll add our Mother's Day in here. So when we're done with Easter, we can just flip it. But that looks really good against that black. Okay. And then when I resin this, then I'll just hang that from there. So there we go. There's set number 2. There'll be one more set coming out, and that will be out for fall and winter all together. So you get 4th of July, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and summertime. The bee came with the rabbit and the April showers. So, but there we go. We are done. That was pretty quick for 4 sets. But you could really get crazy with scrapbook paper on here. You could put ribbon on here and do the method that we've done with the Mod Podge by Mod Podging ribbon on the tags. So several things you could do. I really like that against the black though. And then Father's Day. And then you could do summer. And then 4th of July. And see, when I'm done with the bunny, I'll pop the bunny out. And then I'll put the Father's Day in there. So when it's Mother's Day is done, I can just turn it around. And like I said, if you didn't want this, these would really be cute with magnets on the back. Put on the fridge, just decorate the fridge. Or as a card, send it to somebody as a magnet. So yeah, gotta tie my carrot back on there. I kind of like the look with the toots. Leave it alone. Good girl. There we go. Oh, and I wanted to show you, we finally finished the Little Mermaid bank. We have the princess banks now. And I don't know if you can see. Let me bring it up close to the camera and kind of show you what the back looks like. Can you see the ocean in there? With the, what's that fish's name? Flounder? But see, we take the acrylic and we put the name on there. I hope that's in focus for you. But isn't that pretty? And this is acrylic. So we put the princess in the corner. We put the name on one side. The other one is a bigger one. And that is the, we have Belle. So there's 2 sizes. There's this size and then the bigger one. So we finally finished that one. They are not on the Goimagine site and they are not on Etsy. So if somebody's interested, you just reach out to me. And I did another basket. I spent a lot of time on it. You know how I showed you how to put the roping on the basket, like do the name on the rope basket? Well, I actually found better. This is 5mm. This is called Braided Basic Rope by Yarn Bee. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and this worked a lot better than the yarn that we used. Only thing was, she had such a beautiful blanket made for this baby that she had me put the gray on there, and it looked pitiful. So I pulled it all off. I used, where is it? I had a real pretty plaid green ribbon, and I actually embroidered the child's name on the ribbon and then attached the ribbon to the basket, and it just brought it up to the next level because the blanket was so beautiful. I'll try and post pictures on my Referral page of it. It was real rich navy with a real beautiful like forest green. So we had a light colored blue tote, and that ribbon just set it off. And then I used green ribbon to tie up around the gold balloon, and then we had a lion hanging from the bottom, and it was beautiful. So I will try and share a picture of that, because I've done a couple baskets since I did that one. Everybody wants one done now, which is great. So, but that roping really did a nice job. It just didn't look good, the yarn that I used, so I ripped it all out. That was a chore in itself. So, all right. Well, I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for sharing. Thumbs up, heart, whatever. I appreciate any of it. And if you don't know how to do resin on these, like I said, these really look nice with the resin on there. It really gives it a nice touch. I would go ahead and just research through the search section on my YouTube channel and just type in resin, R-E-S-I-N. Lots of videos on there. All right, you all have a great night, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Good night.